Imagine a force so powerful it could shake the ground beneath your feet, topple buildings, and forever alter the landscape. This force is not just a figment of our imagination or a scene from a blockbuster movie. This is not a scene from a disaster movie, but a very real threat posed by the new Madrid Seismic Zone. Located in the central United States, this seismic zone has a history of producing some of the most powerful earthquakes in North American history. Hidden beneath the heartland of America, this powerful fault system has the potential to unleash catastrophic earthquakes, impacting millions of people. The last major series of earthquakes in this region occurred in the early 19th century, but their effects were felt as far away as the East Coast. While the new Madrid Seismic Zone might not be as well known as the San Andreas Fault, it is no less dangerous. The San Andreas Fault is often in the spotlight due to its location near major urban centers like Los Angeles and San Francisco. However, the new Madrid Seismic Zone's potential for destruction is just as significant, if not more so, because of the vast area it can affect. The ground here is different, allowing seismic waves to travel much farther. This reminds us that even seemingly stable ground can tremble with terrifying force. The shaking can be so intense that it can cause the ground to liquefy, turning solid earth into a quicksand-like substance. Understanding this hidden threat is crucial, not to instill fear, but to empower ourselves with knowledge and preparedness. By studying the new Madrid Seismic Zone, scientists hope to better predict when and where the next big quake might strike, giving us a chance to prepare and protect our communities. The history of the new Madrid Seismic Zone is a story written in the earth itself, a chronicle of powerful earthquakes that have shaped the landscape and left an indelible mark on the region's memory. These seismic events are not just historical footnotes, they are deeply ingrained in the collective consciousness of the communities that experienced them. In the early 19th century, a series of powerful earthquakes, known as the 1811 to 1812 New Madrid earthquakes, shook the central United States. These quakes were so intense that they were felt as far away as the East Coast, causing church bells to ring in Boston. These earthquakes, estimated to have been over magnitude 7.0, caused widespread damage, toppling buildings, splitting the ground, and creating chasms that swallowed entire forests. The force of these quakes was so great that it altered the course of the mighty Mississippi River, making it flow backward for several hours, and creating Reelfoot Lake in Tennessee, a body of water that stands as a testament to the Earth's raw power. These historical events serve as stark reminders of the immense power that lies dormant beneath the surface, a power that can awaken at any moment. This power is capable of reshaping the land, creating new geographical features, and erasing old ones in the blink of an eye, and impacting the lives of millions. The legacy of these earthquakes is a sobering reminder of our vulnerability and the need for preparedness in the face of nature's unpredictable fury. The stories of survival and resilience from those who lived through these quakes continue to inspire and educate us today. The new Madrid Seismic Zone, unlike its more famous counterpart on the West Coast, is not located on a plate boundary. Instead, it lies within the North American plate, in a region where ancient rifts formed millions of years ago continue to influence the Earth's crust. These ancient rifts, though long inactive, create zones of weakness deep within the Earth's crust, making the region susceptible to seismic activity. The movement along these ancient fault lines, though slow and often imperceptible, builds up immense pressure over time. This pressure, when released suddenly, results in earthquakes that can be felt for hundreds of miles. The stories of those who lived through the 1811 to 1812 New Madrid earthquakes paint a vivid and terrifying picture of the devastation that can occur. John Bradbury, a British naturalist exploring the region, described the ground as violently agitated with a sound like distant thunder. He witnessed the earth rolling in visible waves, trees snapping, and the Mississippi River being forced backward in its course. These first-hand accounts serve as chilling reminders of the immense power of earthquakes and the importance of understanding and preparing for such events. Section 5. The science behind the shakes. Understanding the New Madrid. The New Madrid Seismic Zone is one of the most studied earthquake zones in the world, and for good reason. It has a history of producing some of the most powerful earthquakes in North America. Scientists today use a variety of methods to study the New Madrid Seismic Zone and understand its potential for future earthquakes. This involves a multidisciplinary approach, combining the expertise of seismologists, geologists, and engineers. Seismographs, instruments that measure ground motion, are used to detect even the smallest tremors, providing valuable data on the zone's activity. These sensitive devices can pick up vibrations that are imperceptible to humans, allowing scientists to monitor the Earth's movements in real time. Geologists also study the geological formations in the region, looking for clues about past earthquakes and the forces that drive them. By examining rock layers and fault lines, they can piece together the history of seismic activity in the area. By combining historical data, geological analysis, and modern monitoring techniques, scientists are working to unravel the mysteries of the New Madrid Seismic Zone and improve our ability to predict and prepare for future earthquakes. This comprehensive approach helps to create a more complete picture of the seismic risks, enabling better preparedness and potentially saving lives in the event of a major quake. Section 6. A future of uncertainty. Predicting the unpredictable. While scientists can study past earthquakes and monitor current seismic activity, predicting the exact timing, location, and magnitude of future earthquakes remains a significant challenge. The Earth's crust is a complex system, and the forces that drive earthquakes are not fully understood. Despite these challenges, scientists continue to make progress in earthquake forecasting. By studying the history of earthquakes in the New Madrid Seismic Zone, analyzing current seismic activity, and developing sophisticated computer models, scientists are working to improve our ability to assess earthquake hazards and provide timely warnings. Section 7. The ripple effect, impacts beyond the epicenter. The impacts of a major earthquake in the New Madrid Seismic Zone would be felt far beyond the immediate epicenter. The region is home to critical infrastructure, including major transportation routes, pipelines, and power lines. An earthquake could disrupt these lifelines, causing widespread power outages, fuel shortages, and transportation disruptions. The economic consequences of such an event would be significant, impacting businesses, supply chains, and communities across the country. Section 8. Preparing for the inevitable, steps towards resilience. While we cannot prevent earthquakes, we can take steps to mitigate their impacts and build more resilient communities. One of the most important steps is to raise awareness about the earthquake threat and educate people about what to do before, during, and after an earthquake. Building codes and infrastructure standards can be strengthened to withstand seismic activity. Communities can develop emergency response plans and conduct drills to ensure they are prepared to respond effectively in the event of an earthquake. Section 9. A call to action. From awareness to action. The New Madrid Seismic Zone stands as a stark reminder of the powerful forces that shape our planet. While we cannot control these forces, we can control how we prepare for and respond to them. By understanding the risks, taking steps to mitigate our vulnerability, and building more resilient communities, we can lessen the impact of future earthquakes and create a safer future for ourselves and generations to come. The New Madrid Seismic Zone, though hidden beneath the surface, serves as a powerful reminder of the dynamic nature of our planet and the importance of preparedness. By heeding the lessons of the past, embracing scientific understanding, and taking proactive steps to mitigate risks, we can build more resilient communities and face the challenges of the future with greater confidence and resilience. The New Madrid Seismic Zone is not just a geological feature. It is a call to action, a reminder that even in the face of powerful natural forces, knowledge and preparedness are our greatest strengths.